let's move out.
Oh shit. We gotta get control of that tower.
Okay, I guess we should still take cover.
The tower, we gotta take care of that tower before we do the...
Alright, I want to make temporary rally here.
Bad shot.
Here, let me get him, watch out. Don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot. Let me get him, I'm gonna snipe him. Damn him, right over his head.
Thank you.
I got him. Let's go, I got him. Let's go.
Push.
Shit, get down. Take cover, MG. It's not looking like the Pacific like I'd want, you know. I was looking forward to flamethrowers and samurai swords. When I first saw it, I thought it may be either Normandy or the Pacific, but this is looking closer to Normandy. But then again, it could be Italy, it could be North Africa, possibly. There's not too much given away here. But before we get into the rest of the stuff, I would like to go over a French Q&A that was on Twitch, I believe, and the devs gave a lot of information out that possibly us Americans and British people and German people may not have heard. So we're going to translate it to English. Anyway, just a couple things I want to go over real quick. They did say that there would be 20 new weapons and 15 new vehicles. Okay. Didn't really speculate whether we'd get a new faction or not. I believe we will. But that doesn't necessarily mean anything. It could be just another division or whatever of the Americans or British. It could be, you know, the Commonwealth or a Canadian force. Doesn't necessarily mean it's Japanese or, you know, Italy or something completely new. Also, they said that they are working on a gear system for vehicles that it's actually in the game and they're just having trouble getting it to work right. So you'd actually be able to go through the gears manually, which I think would be an awesome addition. Also, they are working on track destruction system for the tanks. So we'll literally be able to blow off tracks. That would be cool. TNT currently does nothing to the tanks as far as I know. It doesn't penetrate armor, so it doesn't hurt it. That would be cool if the TNT was viable enough to blow a track off of a tank. How cool would that be? Anyway, in French, on this French stream, they did say Chapter 3 is well known compared to the other two chapters. So, something to think about there. Now we're going to go in and we're going to break this trailer down and see what we can figure out from this trailer. If you look all the way to the left of frame, there is this little structure that people are speculating what it is. And from what we've all gathered, we believe it is like a ventilation to a bunker, if you will. Kind of like a stack. Maybe a stack to a pillbox. Some kind of bunkers like ventilation. So, not too much information to get from that. It could be more than likely it's German. But, you know, there's no telling. We have what looks like to be a battleship in the background. People in the Reddit and the Discord were throwing around trying to figure out what this ship is. And I believe the most closest guess is a Nevada class. Some Nevada class, or excuse me, the Nevada itself. We found out that it was in service around 1941 into 42. It was refitted, so it wouldn't quite look like this. was doing Atlantic patrols after the refit. It bombarded Normandy, then went to the Pacific and bombarded Iwo Jima. I've even seen some say that it bombarded parts of France, so not sure exactly, but that's what we have. So this boat could possibly be Pacific or Normandy. Here's another picture of the USS Nevada. Very similar, very, very similar to what we have in the trailer. So we have these crates, believed to be some kind of grenade crate. At first people were saying it's German, but if you zoom in, I know it's pixelated, but that does not look like the German eagle up above there. It could be British, it could be American, maybe. Not really sure, though. Here is a picture of a German grenade crate. Doesn't look quite like what we have in the trailer. Alright, here we have a German crate compared to what's in the trailer. I mean, it possibly could be. It's just that big sprawling eagle is definitely not in the trailer version of the crate. I believe that's a British crate of hand grenades there. A closer look. Alright, before we go any further, I would like to say that eventually this video is going to 90% spoil what Chapter 3 is. So go ahead and stop here right after this speculation part. I'm going to go into a speculation part, and then I'm going to show you some stuff that kind of solidifies what Chapter 3 will be. So if you want to keep it a surprise right after this speculation part, you might as well cut it off. What would you want to see in the future of a Chapter 4 or a Chapter 5? It seems like a lot of people were hoping this was going to be Italy or North Africa. I've even heard some people say Greece, Crete, the Battle of Crete. But yeah, Italy, we would have amazing maps like Salerno and Anzio, Monte Cassio, Sicily, Operation Shingle, I think, was Anzio when the U.S. Rangers arrived in Anzio. And then North Africa. Wow, this game would be perfect for North Africa with the armored mode and big sprawling deserts with the Desert Fox and Tanzania and all the African campaign. Anyway, we're about to get into the spoilers, so stop the video now if you don't care to know 90% sure what Chapter 3 is going to be. Alright guys, so before I show you, I'm going to show you a couple pictures that are models that I don't know how they found these, but it's apparently models that are maybe within the game files. I'm not exactly sure. But before I show you that, somebody scoured the game files and found in the game files, along with our current maps like Dinant and Heelsum, Velmolin, they found these maps listed in there. Utah, Carentan, and Saint Mireille. So, if that has any validity, we are headed to Normandy, gentlemen. And if that doesn't, put the nail in the coffin, this will. Okay. So here we have a cafe of sorts. And this is a 3D model. If you look up in the top left, you can see the game file where it comes from. Just a little cafe. Doesn't give too much away. Now, here you have a Carentan Town Hall. Starting to give stuff away. Me, I'm personally stoked we're heading to Normandy. I know the theater is worn out, but I cannot wait. I'm one of them strange people who enjoyed DoD Charlie and who enjoyed Insurgency Sinjar. I love those one-sided maps. It makes it that much more rewarding when you actually pull it off. Anyway, on to the next one. Here we have, in Utah Beach, Bree Manor. Again, you can see the file name up in the top left. And this seems to show a lot of the interior as well. Very, very cool. Big old beams up in the ceiling and rafters shown. Here we have the outside view of the Bree Court Manor. Again, you can see the game files up in the top left. So I think that's the nail in the coffin, folks. I'm 90%. I mean, again, this could be for Chapter 4. Who knows? Or something up the road. So this isn't 100% positive. Chapter 3, we're going to Normandy. It just seems speculative. This could be it. Alright, boys. This chapter will not be for the faint of heart. Prepare yourselves, gentlemen. We will be storming the beach of Utah. Another black and white picture of the attack on Utah Beach. Here is depicted these big wooden ramps that these were actually used in a higher tide, so that when the boats come close, they would hopefully ramp up those things and capsize the boat. Here we go, gentlemen. Shoot and scoot. Whatever you do, get off that beach.